How you doing, guys? Dragonman here. I'm in my machine shop, and this is what I do most of the day, 6 days a week. This is my new glass beating machine. I got the old one for the dirty stuff and the new one for the clean stuff. Yeah, look at the size of it. This really does a great job, and everything comes out nice and clean. Everything I work on has got to be glass beating. Okay, let me show you what I specialize in. Okay, over here, these are case repair sections. That's what I'm really good at. I've been doing this like all my life. Okay, if the back of your sports transmission blows out, see, I have old cases here I could splice in. The whole transmission case. I line everything up and I have jigs for everything, and we replace the whole back of it. Okay, if the connector rods go through your motor case, motor mount to motor mount, I can replace it. I have the case repair sections. Okay, over here we got a 3-port exhaust. This is mostly for racing bikes. This here would go on your existing port, see, just like that. And then this metal plate would go on your pipe, and that would bolt right onto here. And that'll give it more support, because racing bikes have a lot of vibration, and that'll really hold the pipes on really good. This is the countershaft case repair section that I had made years ago, and that'll replace the countershaft in the early sports motors. Okay, over here, we cut out your whole main race on my turntable, because if this section here moves, it's sandcasted when the case is made, and we have to cut the whole thing out and we put a new one in. Okay, if you got a pan head, you need exhaust ports put on. I have all kinds of exhaust ports to put on. We could even put shovel head exhaust ports on pan heads. 1966 to 69 exhaust system will fit. Okay, we got little pieces, we could patch up your cases, and this is what I'm really good at. Okay, over here, this is my seat master machine, and we cut the seats out of the Sportsters, knuckleheads, panheads, shovel heads, and put seats in. This machine is basically just for dual spark plugs in all the early motors, 1936 to 99. Okay, we're going to go down the aisle here. Okay, over here I shaved the flywheels. This is what flywheels look like after I shave them. Look how skinny, just like a stroker flywheel. And what that does, it takes all the weight off of here, like 3 pounds of your stock flywheels, and when you give it the gas, you'll get faster RPMs like a stroker motor without stroking it. And that's what I use this lathe for. See, about 3/16 comes off of one side, 9/16 comes off of the sprocket side. And the finished product is right here. Any questions about any of this stuff, you give me a call. This is my motor testing stand. I can run every motor, knuckleheads, panheads, shovel heads, and Evos. I have different exhaust systems for each motor right on this stand. I can adjust everything before I send it out to you. Okay, over here, I rebuild my own connector rods. This is a rod reconditioning machine. See that? It hones out the races and the bushings, and these are dial indicators that measure everything. This is my turntable over here. See, this is how we cut out the main race on the cases, and then I have other fixtures that hold the case with the new section in it, and then I weld it up. As you can see, I've got a lot of rods to do. Okay, I have all kinds of torque plates. We torque bore everything. Okay, this is my automatic coning machine. I push the button, it goes back and forth, step on the pedal, and we check it with a 1/10 of a thousandth dial indicator. Okay, I can bore out a cylinder in 4 minutes. Okay, this is my valve grinder machine. Okay, all my stones are already cut 30, 45, 60 degrees. We could do a 3-angle valve job in about 15 minutes. Okay, over here I got my own parts room. And we got the valves, the guides, the bushings, the bearings, the rings, the pistons. All the motor and transmission parts that normally I use, I won't have to order every day. We have most of the stuff in stock. Okay, over here, these machines here, we hone out the valve guides, cross-hatch your cylinders. I got a punch for every Harley-Davidson bearing and bushing. If I have to bore the cylinder out more than 10, 20, 30 thousandths, I use my boring bar. Okay, over here, I made all these punches here. This takes the bushings out and puts them back in. See, this is the old bushing. See how easy it comes out? See that? It comes out like that. I change the fixture, and then I can put the new one in. Okay, if I want to take the race out, I put this fixture on there. We're going to take that steel race out. We got the puck over here. We put the puck in there. Okay. It takes about 1.5 tons to 2 tons to push it out. See, 1.5 to 2 tons. Right there. Okay, we take that out, and then we press new ones in. See, the old one goes in the garbage. Okay, this is the new races that we put in. And this is the new bushings that we put in. Okay, I could rebuild a set of connecting rods within 20 minutes. Okay, over here, this is my transmission bench and flywheel assemblies we put together over here. I rebuild your transmission. It's like $175 labor, parts are extra. And if you're going to ship it to me, you put it in a plastic milk crate, put cardboard around it, send it UPS or FedEx. Okay, check out the machines here. Everything is set up here. They're all dial indicated machines here. And this is to cut out the brass seats and the pan head, and that shows me how deep I'm going. Okay, over here we relocate the valve guide holes. It's at the right angle for the intake and the exhaust. Over here, this machine here I use most of the time. It's got 100 memories, and this will fly cut and locate all the Harley-Davidson holes in the motors 1936 to 99. Okay, over here we cut out the Sportster seats, which there is no seat in a Sportster, so we make a pocket in there so the new seat will fit in. Over here I fly cut the deck on all the cylinders. I could bore 3 5/8 for the big bore cylinders. And let's see, you come around here. I'll show you what we do over here. This machine here, we cut down the cylinders for more compression. Okay, what I'm doing a lot of, it's called the rebuild your own motor. In and out in 5 days, 5-day turnaround. Okay, look how nice it turns over. Yeah, I just rebuilt this lower end. All new bearings, races, bushings, rebuilt rod, 3-hole crank pin. Look how nice it comes out. See that? All balanced. Okay, so the rebuild your own motor deal, $1,200. You get Hastings rings, you get 8.5 to 1 compression pistons. We bore it out the next size. Okay, we do the heads, 2-angle valve job. It's got stainless steel nitrated valves, Amco guides, Teflon seals, and all glass beaded, and set the spring tension to 175 pounds valve to seat pressure. Plus you get a top end gasket set. So it gets shipped back to you in 2 boxes. All you have to do is put the pistons on the rods, the cylinders, the heads, the manifold, adjust the push rod, set the timing. You got a motor job, $1,200. You can't beat it, parts and labor. Okay, over here, most of the time I rebuild the flywheels right here. The whole flywheel assembly rebuilt, $350. Rebuilt rods, 3-hole crank pin, 54 turns and roller bearings, glass bead everything, and we true and assemble it, and very little play. Look at that. See that? Perfect job. Okay, so if you want any of this work done, all you got to do is box it up, ship it out, and anything you want to know, give me a call, 719-683-2200. I'm ready to fix your Harley-Davidson parts in 1 week. Thanks a lot for watching. Ride safe.